Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brett here for another math question. Today we're looking at solving equations. And we've been given this two-step equation up here, and it's a really easy one to solve. Now, it's 2x plus 5 equals x plus 6, and we need to find out what the value of x is. So remember that x is like that question mark, it's a value of a number that we don't know. So we need to find out how much the x is worth. And we're going to solve it in a nice, easy way. We're going to solve a lot of equations this way. And the first thing I always do, I don't even think of it as a step, but the first thing I always do is grab a ruler or a straight edge and I draw a line straight down from my equal sign. What that does is it reminds me of where my equal sign should be. It also reminds me of where each side is. It acts as a bit like the fair police. Now, if you had two children and you gave one of them an ice cream, that wouldn't be fair. So you'd have to give two of them the ice cream, both of them. And that's the same concept here. If I add or take something away from this side, I've got to add or take something away from the other side because that's fair. And it should always be the same number. Now, how I start these is I always take away the lowest number of x's. Which is my lowest number of x here? Yeah, it's the x by itself because that's got an invisible 1 in front of it. So an invisible 1x, and over here we've got 2 x's. So this number is how many of these letters we've got. So we've got 2 x's right here, 2 times whatever the value of x is. That's what this number is. And this is half of that amount because there's only one of them and there are 2 here. So my smallest number of x's is 1x, and I'm going to take it away. Now, this is where my river, my line, my fair police comes into play. It's very handy because I've done something on this side of the line, but I also need to do it on this side. So first of all, I check to see if I've got an x here, and I do, and I'm going to line it up. So I know that I've got 2x, take away x. Well, that gives me x, 1x. Yes, but I don't need to write that one because I'm a mathematician and we're lazy. Have I done anything with this plus 5 yet? No. So I'm just going to bring it down. X take away x. Well, if I take something away, I don't have it anymore, do I? And it's the same value. I don't have any numbers in front of there, so I'm just going to leave that part blank. And then have I done anything with this plus 6? No, so bring it down again. Then remember, because this is a part of my working out, I'm going to follow the fair police down and write my equal sign. That's the first step done. We're ready for the second step, for step 2. Now, we want to get the x by itself because we want to find out what that value of x is. And the only way to do that is to get rid of the other thing that's with it. So that plus 5. Right, how do we get rid of the plus 5? Yeah, that's right. We've got to take it away. We've got to do the opposite of it. So if we have a plus here, we've got to do a takeaway. If this was a negative, we'd have to add it. It's doing the opposite. So again, what do I need to do now? Yeah, that's right. I need to take away 5 from this side. So I've got 6 take away 5, and we can work that out. First of all, let me work on this side. Have I done anything with this x? No, so I've got it by itself. 6 take away 5, well, we know that's 1. Oh, did you see that? Plus 5 take away 5 is 0, and we do not need to write that, so we can get rid of it. Plus 6 take away 5 is 1, and then don't forget your equal sign, and then we can get our answer. Now we can, because I've tried to line up my x's, not very successfully, but I've tried to line them up, I'm going to now write down my answer here at the bottom so that it's clear to anyone looking at my work that I know that x has a value of 1. Okay, have a great day, guys.